is on. Morning. Morning, Dale. Bipolar. How y'all doing? As well. Didn't feed yet, so I'm gonna do that while maybe a couple more people get on. Just gotta eat. Cassidy, good morning. Morning. Sorry, let me try to finish quick feed real quick. Chit chat, show what's new. Nice stuff. Maybe throw a couple rants in. I'm coming. Hold on. Got a feed the fish. Huh. Oh, look at all these people. Morning. It was flipped. Oh. Sorry. Whatever. Oh, my elbow. Didn't take my ibuprofen this morning. Ah. So anywho, I cannot believe this order that came in yesterday on time. Amazingly, and it was kind of crappy weather out there, and I don't think we had any dead fish. Maybe. No. That's a first. I can't even. I'm in awe right now. Some stuff came a little rough around the edges. And only one dead bush nose pluckable today. Knock on wood. Ding ding. Oh, anyway. I had to bring home a chocolate sickle from home. It was in my big tank doing the dust spiral and the wave pump. He's alive now, but I don't know what's wrong with him. Don't look too beat up. Morning. Only Oscars. Hope all is well. All right. Wake up. My brain's fried. Too much stuff. All right. Let's get out of my face here. All right. Still got plants. They're on sale. Got to thin them out so we can get another batch in. Some stock that's been here a couple weeks or so. Baby peacock eels are so damn cute. Excuse me. Love the vampires. Oh, this is new. Bamboo shrimp. I did lose one. They don't ship well, but check those out. They're filter feeders, so you gotta have an established tank. Oh, some young tinfoil barbs, which seem to be less common. That's one of my favorite hardy barbs, especially to put like a maintenance count with cichlids or something. They just get kind of big. They're aggressive eaters, active. Green Terrors fighting over the wafer, and then take some nirates for one flower horn. Guys fighting. Look at those mangoes. Those are sweet. It's 4 of them. A couple big bushy nose. Bushy nose are kind of gold. Oh, these came in so far pretty solid. 2.5 inch red hat Tapajo Geophagus. Oh man, Black Angels. We still have 3 or 4 in this tank. I can get them. Angels are kind of slow in sales right now. Tanks are a little stirred up right now because we had a 125 gallon leak. Another marine land. It's for sale, $100. You can try to reseal it or use it. Popular for bearded dragons. The Cygnus are beautiful fish. All males up there. I think we have one female on the other side. Good morning, Brian. No. He has not shown up. I'm going to go into that in a bit here. So yeah, that's become a pain kind of. So especially with discus of all fish. Let's look at some medium Europe just down there. That's another good hardy catfish. Angelicus, I'm surprised we still have some there. $20 off. I think there's 1 or 2 left of the wild Angelicus. Gotta eat. Oh, we gotta half-eaten cichlid up there. Beautiful Xerox, man. Males and females. Peacocks. We got the cichlids, man. So here's his discus. We had to move them. They're fine. We had to put another tank, move some fish around, put a heater in for his fish. It's an older gentleman, I guess. I don't remember him. I can't remember everybody. I guess he bought a tank for me a while back ago, but he does have some health issues. So, yeah. So that's the scenario. Unfortunately, I hope he's all right. Oh, we got new batch of bettas in. Not a lot, which is good because we don't sell a ton of bettas. They're fighting over the wafer. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. Unfortunately, we didn't get the contact information. So can't let that happen again. And which is right now kind of stuck. Well, they're just gonna have to tie up that tank till he calls or comes in. We're kind of if it's too long, they're gonna end up going up for sale. That's why I posted that. We cannot sit, especially this time of the year. This is busy season. Losing that 125 over there sucked. Tank space is a premium. It's very expensive, valuable real estate. Brings up another thing. We did get some female bettas. I've never seen female bettas with such long fins like that. Some of them are longer. They're fatties though. Mostly all the same. This pearl, like platinum white with the red. I don't know. Here's another issue there's that big Oscar. There's another big Oscar. Someone called wanting to bring in another big Oscar yesterday. Then someone showed up unannounced, buckets of fish, a beat up red devil, another like flower horn something, and then some mixed fish. People, use some common sense. You just expect someone to take whatever you bring in. And what gets me, I had an instance once, I wanted to punch the father right in the mouth. They showed up, and I didn't really want the fish. So I gave him like a little bit of credit. Here comes dad coming back in. Then the mom threw a fit. This is a few years ago. Look, I didn't punch him. Right in the mouth. So then they wanted the fish back. I think I ended up giving them, so I told them to fuck off. First they're going to give them to you. They didn't want them. Then they wanted something for them. And it was nothing of value. It's people's mindset. Okay, just like a car. You buy a new car on a lot, it goes down about 20% as soon as you drive off with it. It is no longer new, whatever. We're in business to make freaking money. Hello. Any business, I don't care if it's a non-profit business. Look at the hospitals. That's all they freaking do is make money. And churches make money. As long as you owe the government taxes and all the utility companies and insurance companies money, well, the frick, you got to make some freaking money. Hello? And this is not a cheap business. Dumbasses. Get me riled up. Sick of stupid. Good morning, Panther. Morning. Did I miss anything? Now you're a rescue? F no. Xerox rock. Yes, they are freaking awesome. Well, that's why I have people don't read signs. I got 10,000 signs. I mean, in business 33 and a half years, here's a new discus looking. We didn't lose any. A little stressed, but I can't believe it. Usually lose one or two. Couple sometimes are free, and then they pull back through or something. But I got signs everywhere. Pull up your freaking pants. Get off your goddamn phone. Signs. More signs. I'll go head to head with freaking Better Business Bureau. I'll take any effing person on. I don't give a goddamn. I'm sick of stupid shit. Just a Dave Rat. Oh, you got me fired up now. Going WWE. Time to pound. But I'm gonna make another sign. We cannot sit on fish. It costs money every day that we have to sit on fish. Especially these guys, discus of all fish. I have this tank is specifically, even when it was at the old location, got a big FX filter on there. We got a sponge filter. We have a good new Eheim heater. It's specifically meant for discus. We don't just, because it takes usually a little bit longer to sell these fish, a little bit more specialized, a little more finicky a lot of times. I don't want them to buy other fish. You usually use a separate net just for them. We can't just, you pay for something doesn't mean it's just stays here to whenever you want it. We can't do that. So I'm going to put a new sign up, and you're going to get charged. You don't like it? Tough luck. Go somewhere else. I don't give a rat's ass. So there's a big chocolate ciclet. Yeah, the pull up your pants. It was funny. I had a handwritten one originally, and it was so I could see through the door. So you can't really see through because of the wrap. And I remember a UPS driver was laughing. He pulls out his phone and took a picture of that. And he's like, "That's great." And then when we had the COVID bullshit, some people didn't like my signs. There's another one. Chocolates are close to Oscars, yeah, but they don't get as big and not as destructive. So, yeah, more signs I'll have to do. That's what it is. I mean, I have everything kind of written because I've been through so many scenarios. Even on my little flyer, almost every person gets one of these, probably multiple times. Explaining the fish, never overfeed fish, fish guaranteed, dry goods, anything electric. Well, you could smoke. You smoke outside. There's no smoking in any business in Ohio. I don't know. That's even bars. You have to be like a specific, like like a cigar lounge or something, maybe. A private, whatever. But I'm glad. Sorry, I hate cigarettes. I want them to stay around so you guys pay for the stupid stadiums and everything, and not me. Don't charge me any taxes for any of that bullshit. Has them go kiss my ass. It wants us to put up 1.2 billion for a stadium and entertainment complex. No, you're a multi-billionaire. Build your own goddamn stadium. All these sports teams can kiss my ass. Yep. People do a lot of crap backwards, even till today. They have so much information in their hand. These cell phones. I've been in this for 47 plus years. These guys are getting to be monsters. Look at Howie. You look guilty of something. Did you do something? Huh? Howie. People could don't believe it. Well, even before internet, I used to say, don't believe everything you read and don't believe everything you hear. It's like politics. One person will tell you one thing, somebody else will tell you another. So, I gotta get the algae on these tanks. Big ones. Poco sticking his head up over there. Dirty green, mean pigeon. Let's get back to the damn fish. But, my ADHD kicking in. Self-diagnosed. Longfin rosy barbs. We got them as pairs. They better be as pairs. They're nice. These actually came in nice. And I'm going to keep a couple pairs, I think. We haven't had these. I don't know if I've ever actually brought them in. Long nose horse-faced loaches. They're cool. Oh yeah, fish. That's what we're here about. If not Dave's rants and crap, whatever. There's plenty of it. But people, some people, they go to Walmart, PetSmart, or Petco, or PSP, and these people tell them how to do it right. It's like you learn the hard way. That's why you come to somebody like me, us, independent rare breed store, because somebody like me has been through the school of hard knocks, done a lot of wrong, because we didn't have anybody to tell us that this puffer is brackish and that it eats fins of everything. That happened to me and I cried. My poor angelfish was finless in a 10-gallon tank. A department store, a little pet shop. And then some other stuff. A lot of things just did not know. There was no internet. You had encyclopedias. And it had I started getting TFH magazine in the 80s, early 90s, and then just, it doesn't have everything. So you learn as you go. So here's something I haven't had in a very long time. I've tried to get them a couple times. They're pricey, but they're cool. Titanium flower horns. These will get aggressive and cause trouble. That's a given. The Pleco's coming out. What else? Well, I won't be totally gone. Oh, we got these sailfin baby they get big. Not as big as a common Pleco, but they're beautiful when they get big. The sailfin gibiceps. I'm gonna keep a couple of those for maintenance of my own tanks. All the blue phantoms, royals. People, if you're in exotic Plecos, you gotta look how big that one back there is. Then these were traded in. They're supposedly a mixed variety of something, Cynospilum or Molinarums or something. But that's one of my stress I gotta try to work on today. Is my accountant just asked me how it's going on the sale, and I haven't technically put the store up for sale yet. That thing is beautiful. Beautiful fish. We got fish, man. That's another thing. You can't beat us when it comes to livestock. Where are we at? And the rants, of course. Getting a little cloudy of food I just put in there. Good old wafers. I need a drink. Give me a drink. I'm surprised I'm not an alcoholic and a drug addict after being in business long. Just kidding. I had enough family that did that. Dad is alcoholic. So anyhow, all right. Here we go. Whoever takes on this can have success. I mean, I'm you and me both, Christina. I am very active. I'm not stopping till I'm dead. I just can't. People are like, what are you gonna do? You're retired. You're young. Well, I'm not that young. I'm gonna be 56. But I don't want to be 70 years old. So many people, my dad worked 39 years in Chevy plant and on a car wash. That's one thing I vowed before I even had Dylan, before I had kids, was I'm a workaholic, but I got my limits. Now my dad worked 7 days a week, 12 hours a day at Chevy. He had a side business. Him and my uncle had each side of the plant. Back in the day, there was like 4,800 workers. Now there's like maybe 800 in that whole plant. It's all robotic now. One of my best friends works there. He's in the trade, so he fixes the robots when they break down, puts a new fuse in or something, squirts them some WD-40. I have no idea. But he's been working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. He's had to turn down overtime. He actually worked on Thanksgiving. My dad used to do that. Work on Christmas, get triple time. Having goals is important. So I vowed I went, because my dad never went to, not knocking my dad's gone, 6 years, November 27th. God, this seems so weird. Wasn't a bad guy, just, was an alcoholic and all that stuff. Came up from not much. Vice grips. But he went from an alcohol, booze, moonshine, to a workaholic. That was his life. Every day. So, but never went to a baseball game, never went to wrestling, karate, anything. I don't think he went to any of my mom was everything, a homemaker, but she actually did the book work, all the paper, all the tax stuff for the car wash when he had a car wash. So, working class family, and work for everything we own. Wow, 85 and still works. Good for him. So yeah, that's one thing. I still regret missing some of Dylan's tournaments, like some of the big ones. Like he was in Chicago. He's on stage. He won one of the best freaking trophies. I think it's the one with the samurai, heavy like bronze. He took national champion, whatever. I was there. I was right here working, whatever. And there was fought in New York. So I missed some tournaments, but I was going to most of them. I was pretty dedicated. I wanted to be part of his life, whatever. So trust me, now he's going to be 20 years old in March in college. And I'm like, man, where the freaking almost 20 years go? It's like, boom. I call it's like a Mach speed. It's like, I don't know. It's a blur. That's what I usually say. Life is like a blur. It's like, what the heck? But somebody gets into this business, they're going to have to be dedicated. It's a owner occupied can make it do more, bring in more. They can open 7 days a week, whatever. You're the owner, you do whatever. When you buy the building and buy the business, you can do whatever you want in a blink. Yep. Howdy, team Detritus. So, yeah, it's just you gotta be committed. It's work. You already got a team here, so it makes things much easier. There's always cleaning, organizing, but you can expand the hours. Open Tuesdays, open Sundays, whatever. The more hours you put in, the more you can get out of it, probably. So, yeah, I just don't go team. Woohoo! I just want to do other things. People just think I'm still working. I'm going to still breed some, still do the maintenance, limited. Working on this biz. I'm trying real hard to get that going. The dojos, that's rough. Actually, yesterday was amazing. I got to shout that out. I have 4 kids. One kid I kicked out, and he's back this month. He's actually weighs more than me. He was 203, 204, 14 years old, 5'9", 5'10". He's a big boy. But unfortunately, his dad's in prison. Mom works 2 jobs. Sits home, probably plays games and eating bags of chips or whatever. So he's got a little bit better attitude. All 4 of them worked. A lot of times I can't get all the kids at work solid. Do everything their best. It's like there's always one or a couple of them, oh, yeah, I don't feel like it. Yeah, I'm tired. Whiny. And all 4 of them did really well. Worked them out really good. I did stations where you could do dips, and then there's on the step thing, kicks and all that stuff. I had this push-up thing, different lever handles, different areas. Then I had them do the dumbbells and then bag work. So it was a good class yesterday. Yeah, teenagers. Dylan was an eating machine. I was the same way. My boys did was eat. I remember when I started working landscaping out of high school, I think in the summer, I would take like 2, 3 peanut butter jelly sandwiches or 3 bologna sandwiches. I'd fill up my cooler. I just pound food. And I used to try to gain weight. When I wrestled in 9th, part of 10th, 9th I think I wrestled, I weighed 115, and our weight class was either 112 or 119. So either trying to lose like 3 pounds or I was trying to gain 4 pounds. I could not gain weight. I was eating milkshakes. I'd go Burger King next to Bally's. It used to be Bally's and whatever it was called. I used to pound, trying to work out once, twice a week, twice a day. Wrestling really works you out 6 days a week. And I was getting definitely muscled up. I haven't made dinner for 40 years. Man, that would be your dream for me to make dinner. Panther, yes. Getting back to that kind of topic business. The best case, you're active to gain. Yep. Ideal scenario is the right person comes in with the right attitude, passion, and kind of dedicated. It's not something you just, not like an investor coming here and just leave and collect the check or something. You got to be part of it. Ideal is somebody comes in that's like a perfect, like almost a clone of me, I guess, a younger me. And I just had a conversation with a CPA this morning, and I'm not giving up this YouTube channel. It's taken forever just to get almost 1,700 subscribers, which you don't make anything on it. I need probably 25,000, I guess, to start collecting anything. I always said it'd be nice YouTube. I could make a retirement living. Team Tigers. Yeah, it's. I complain now. I'm old and grumpy, but I probably wouldn't trade it for the world. I mean, there's headaches, but they grow on you over time. No, I don't think she is. She's in Cali, but she has a lot of tanks. So if we could work out, I love the wholesale back. I mean, that would be like one of the best case scenarios. I could still breed my fish in the basement, especially cichlids. Photosis #1, and then I maybe go into breeding a little bit more and supply the store, which would be a win-win situation because I'm a mile away and I could deliver a box of fish, or they could come up, pick up a box of fish, a couple boxes of fish a week, whatever, and they know what they're getting. They're acclimated to this water. I might still import some things, to wholesale and try to get. I need stuff for my maintenance. and vice versa. If somebody I collaborate going on orders for certain stuff, because now they've increased the minimums, like one company really increased it, which is stupid in my opinion. But we can help each other. I just won't be the owner dealing with anything in here. Oh, there's always hobbyists doing the business. And a lot of the hobbyists fail at doing the business. I always tell people want to start a business or ask me about this business. I always say, this is my take, my opinion. Like a business plan, but on the minus. Write everything you can think of that can go wrong or negative. 1 page, probably at least, if not 2 pages. And if you can get through that, all what you think could be negatives or problems or issues, now, later, whatever, down the road. If you think mentally you can get through those, mentally, physically, then move on to the rest of the business. Yeah, exactly. I had that once told to me by a supplier when I was building my one and only big acrylic tank that ended up leaking. Said, this is no longer a hobby, David. He's an older guy and delivered me material stuff, whatever. And I always said I'm a hobbyist by blood. I mean, if it was all business, I would have probably took that $1 million I was offered. I was in the cat business for 10 years. Made money just didn't like selling my animals. Deal with the public is definitely a challenge. Being in retail, you just let it go through one ear out the other. Some people that's one thing. Somebody has such an advantage that starting from scratch, coming into a business like this that's already established, well known. People ruin everything. Oh, yep, humans are the trouble a lot of times. So it's set in its ways. It's set. You know, the policies, people, expectations in general are known. The quality. You know, that's one thing. The value in taking on a business like this, it's already set, done. No figuring it out too much, and whoever purchases it, I will be a part of it for like a month, just doing the transfer and teaching, whatever. Thank you for not saying people buy cats. Adopt them. I've had my share of cats when I was an animal control officer. I don't think I'd own another cat, ever. I did contemplate it this past year early on at the other building. We had mice. Sometimes they come in here, usually winter, because of POCO, is seed. They like the seed and the bedding, and it's warm. So it's like warm and tropical in our stores or whatever. Same over there. Mice venture in. We had lots of glue traps or snap traps, whatever. And I thought about putting a cat over there, just a mouse cat, you know, to help take care of the things naturally. But then the litter box and all that. No. 10 years? Hell no. They'll get me for 30 days. My accountant recommended if they wanted me longer, then they have to pay me. Basically like a consulting fee. So going back to the business, the YouTube channel, I don't know. I'm not giving this up. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to change the name because I won't own something fishy. I mean, I have the rights in the state of Ohio. It's incorporated. They're gonna have to redo whatever. Goombas. So, I could be, I have back in my mind ideas if they wanted to kind of semi-mesh. I could be like a spokesperson, marketing person. What's auto boxes? I don't know. We didn't have those at the shelter. Just lots of litter boxes, lots of litter and stink. And feral cats, yay. Had to go to emergency room once when I got nailed, bit, scratched up. What are auto boxes? I don't know what. She's talking about those auto litter boxes. They self, which is cool. Yeah, I haven't had a cat in a long since 90. Magic. It was a Tiffany, 25-pound cat. And for 11 or 13 years. And cancer. Lung cancer. So, yeah, I would entertain like being a outsider, like the YouTube channel. I could promote the store. I could do this, like come in the morning. Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to. Like if I'm not. I don't think I'm a YouTuber. Like I'm not fancy. I'm just me. I don't sugarcoat anything. But I could. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't have those back in my day. So, yeah, there could be some mutual thing, kind of partnership, but not partner. I don't, whatever, doing all the orders, any issues, whatever, I don't want nothing to do with it anymore. So, yeah, I've kind of done that a little bit here and there, but I don't know. I'm no offense, I'm anti-human. This is easy. Just hit the button. Yeah, hit the button. Gun. I'm gone. Done. So there's other things I want to do more of. The fish, livestock takes a lot. Obviously, it's every day. It's. So if I counted. I'm about 250, 260 tanks roughly left running over there. Might add a couple more, take down a few. I'm trying to stay away from the bottom row. I'm trying to get down my fours and working on tanks and the bottom. My body's not liking it. This and my back, whatever. So I'm trying to simplify things, make it easier on myself, less strenuous than doing some maintenance. So we'll see. That's just a couple tanks. Down to 4. I'm down to 6 at home. Yeah, so I thought I had less tanks. So here, what do we got? 195. There's 195 selling tanks. I'm holding at 23. Well, I don't know what that would be like. So there's 195, not including display tanks or that rack of like 5 gallons in the back. So we're over 200 here, easy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 25. So there's like 220 tanks running here, roughly. Well, I don't. She's in California, so utilities in California. I know a lot of people, depending, I guess, where you're at, but I know a lot of people that was in the hobby for a long time quit in California because they just couldn't afford the utilities where they were at, the cost. Come on, Vaughn. I like Oscars, but we sell the baby ones. But people quit buying them and not thinking long term care for them. California in the ocean. I don't know. I might get political. But I could not live in California. It would be World War III with me there. I could not. I like my 2A rights. I like guns. I like things like boom. I like more combat sports. I like do whatever I want. I want freedom. Freedom of speech and not get taxed out the wazoo. So, yeah, and it's not just there. Isn't like I know meteorologists or geologists, but they've talked about didn't they talk like Yellowstone or I mean yes. Love my pets though. Love my dog Howie, right? Howie. He's sleeping. Good dog. Losing train of thought. Dang nabbit. It's actually getting old. Great for it. I gotta get going. What was I gonna say? I lost train of thought. Oh, there was there's a volcano, earthquake, something brewing that hasn't happened in a long time. Where the geysers, I don't know, one of the state parks. We've had them in Ohio, little tremors here and there. I remember the first one, 87, 88. I was in school. I was in art class. And in high school, yeah, we're at the art things and doing art, whatever, and everything started going, shaking like a little bit like that, whatever. We're like, what the heck? We like thought somebody hit the building or was on the building, and it was turned out to be our earthquake. Fine. I'm not moving out of state, but this weather, snow and cold weather, makes me want to leave. Like, if I would go somewhere, it'd probably be Tennessee. But right now I'm looking southern Ohio. I had to go pick up Dylan. I just dropped him off after Thanksgiving. Trying to find property down in southern Ohio is tough. Too much mountains. I went and looked at one cabin on like 13 acres, I think. Amish built. It was kind of, the cabin was nice, but it's still the roads like gravel up on top. They make a cutout, have their trail. It was 11 acres, 10 point something acres, but it's still on a mountainside basically. And he's like, well, you can pay a bulldozer guy $125 an hour, and they can clear out a area for a pole barn or whatever you want to put in. I'm like, oh, that's gonna add up. That's not gonna be easy. I didn't go. I went up a trail, make a trail. So some new ones are supposed to come out, pop up today. I got called these land developer or whatever to buy these farmlands and do these plots. They're supposed to have the survey supposed to be done. He's supposed to have it probably today. So 10-acre lots. Close to Athens. Red Bluff, never heard of it. Let's see. How do you have stingrays? I want to advertise that. Fluval, hang on back to the Aquaclears? The old school ones? They last forever. They can get noisy. The impellers wear because it's a magnet against the magnet. And over time that wears and they'll be like, drive me nuts. and sometimes just a new impeller, but they should last a long time. You gotta be careful not to they don't suck up any sand. That's a problem, especially with the Siglets. There are legal stingrays in California. Special permit, or they changed the law. That's another thing you gotta watch. There's a lot. We gotta pay attention. You want to keep your pets, any pet, pretty much. Pay attention to what's going on in your states or federal. Actually, I'm gonna ask Trump if I can head the USDA because they're getting stupid, like passing laws that don't even ask normal everyday people. Well, that should be under warranty. You call Hagen, Fluval, email him, call him, and tell him, and make sure you have a receipt with all that stuff. If you bought from here, say, I'm a premium dealer. Now, they have a new ones that came out. I don't know. I haven't seen them. I don't plan on buying them. I have old school. I just bought what I could get left. Yep, USDA. Yeah, it's common sense respect. You don't need a college degree. That's how I always say that. I kind of try to live by that. They're getting stupid. I mean, yes, California, Arizona, Southern California, Texas, all that stuff have issues with invasive species. Up here, there's not really invasive species unless it was from a boat or our own government, like the Asian carp. They introduced it. They caused the problem. It's not from the hobby. So banning everything doesn't fix. It actually just hurts lots of businesses, from the consumer to the mom and pop shop to the wholesalers, distributors, breeders, farmers, whatever. And they just wipe out industries and people's livings left and right. So a lot of stupid. And I've worked with them. I was an animal control officer. So they would come to me. Once in a while, I still get a call or something, email once in a while, if something exotic pops up, and like, hey, Dave, can you identify what this is? Whatever. So, yeah. So, yeah, some weird things been popping up in other states. New York, Michigan, Wisconsin, crayfish are banned. And they're doing it here. I don't know if it's just on the cloning ones. Like I told an agent once, which turns out his boss started when I worked in the mid-90s, Jim, if there was an issue, you would know it because you would have a lot of fat bass and fat walleye eating good if these things, somehow survived. And the colored ones would stand out like a sore thumb. They'd be food. So, yeah, I don't see people dumping stuff anymore. I think people are more conscious, more aware, more caring, and some of the stuff is not cheap. So I don't think someone's going to throw some exotic animal pet just out. Just, they spend all this money for it. Yeah, there's certain things, Ohio, there's certain things are banned. No, we're all over the place. Yeah, let me know how that goes. Watch you don't get sand. The intake needs to be higher, especially if you have like excavators like Fertosas or Red Devils or Oscars. If that thing sucks up sand, that can get in there and bind up that motor, magnet, wear it, groove it, do all kinds of stuff. Yes, the hurricanes down south, the farmers early on lost things, and they made farmers, which they don't have insurance. You can't afford it. You can't, it's impossible. Because I've asked about that. I've been offered farms before, offered to take over. And yeah, I'm glad. I mean, maybe 20, 30 years ago, I was younger, single or something, and maybe I would have done something, maybe. Would have been kind of like a dream. They always blame us for everything. It's bullshit. They make them build a culvert or like a ditch, like 6 foot ditch or whatever, and bank the dirt up like a wall around the perimeter of fish farms. A lot of farmers now don't do in-ground ponds as much because of the maintenance. They do just big, huge barrel vaults. They're like 8x3x3 cement ponds, or they do these big troughs, cattle troughs, big steel like aluminum pools above cement tanks, whatever, so things don't get out or get in. They try to keep the marine toads out. They have to net everything because the birds. They have so many enemies on some of these farms that will eat their livestock, destroy it. So there's preventative medicines done. Whatever's out there, and actually Florida's made probably hundreds of millions of dollars in exotic fishing there. Peacock bass, Oscars, whatever, in the Everglades. It's Florida's made a lot of money because people fly from all over and go fishing and whatever, spend money, hotels and travel and whatever, guides. So yeah, that's that. New Madrid fault is stirring. Mother Nature's pissed, and you can't stop her. So yeah, I'm looking for land. My Lynn's not too keen on it. She's making that point the last few days. But do I listen to anybody all the time? I don't know. She's like, why don't we just do something else? That's boring. I like boring. I don't know what boring is. So, like, going to Hocking Hills. That's an interesting question, one of the Oscars. I'm like, well, that's my vacation, is not doing anything. Not going all these, stuff where you gotta go on tours and do all this stuff and you're running, we gotta go there. F no. Don't want it. Been there, done that. Growing up, we went to Myrtle Beach every year. That was a big thing. Florida, Disney World when I was like 12. Then I went to Florida multiple times for shows, took Dylan. Disney World. I don't like Disney World anymore. More than ever now. And a freak show. And way too expensive. To me, I'd rather spend $5,000, $10,000 flying to exotic places like Africa, Australia, and South America, and living in the real world. Yeah, that's my I want the hot tub, I want a grill, a beer, and a fire pit, and a fishing pole maybe, and I could shoot. The place we stayed in Hocking Hills, he wouldn't let it. We took a slingshot, airsoft. I asked him last time we went down there, same place we always stayed, the same cabin, if I could bring a .22. He said, nah, it's not 5 acres, there's a mountain, but he has a trail back there. Too many people there. Mom is doing pretty good. Thank you, Panther, for asking. She's getting around. She's old. I gotta check in on her. I just try to call her every day. I try to go see her more. I guess she was kind of complaining to Dylan when he was here over the holidays, Thanksgiving. Too many people were there. Yeah, so she thinks something else, and I'm like, we're opposite. I think I like to plan, if I could afford it, is we had a blast. One of the best vacations, family vacation. We went on a cruise 5-6 years ago now. God, 5 years. West Caribbean. Belize was awesome. I just want to go to Belize for a week. Snorkel, scuba dive, fish, go freshwater fishing. But that was fun. We had a blast. That squirt gun birthday party, nice. When Dylan graduates from college, because he's going to be working a lot. He's got finals this week. This day you don't have one. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. He's got finals. That kid's smart. He's showing me something on the way back. One problem, an engineering problem to solve, was 4 pages. For one problem. 4 pages. Now I'm reading these handwritten notes, and it's all like blah, 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 blah. Letters and numbers and dashes and curves and lines and this and that, and I'm like, what the F? I'm like, you went to Mars for that shit. I'm like, oh, that's beyond me, kid. I don't know, man. It's in his head. How he took one test, and it was done in 10 minutes. First one done, even the teacher was like taken back. And he did something on the issue, but he was able to. He went back, asked teacher, and added 10 points. He got 97 out of 100. Woo! That's a curve. How the pyramid? Watch Joe Rogan. He's infatuated with that stuff, and he's had people on about trying to figure out how in the hell they made those pyramids, and miles carry these giant granite sandstones. Does he? Yeah. You don't know. He knows some fish. He's not totally done with fish. But yeah, he's definitely not fish geek. Pickleball, working out. I asked him if he missed karate. He said sometimes, but he's done it for so long. You get burned out. Yeah. He's brains and athletic. He's the only one still right now that has an internship for next summer. He's had a couple friends gave up because he got, it was limited. The company he ended up getting hired, had his first choice, number one choice. He got hired, and the other friends, well, that leaves us out. Some of them are having a little harder time, I guess. He became really good friends with his roommate from New Jersey. Their second year together. They're actually going to have a house next year. Is computer science, computer engineering, but there's I guess a glutton of those, and companies are not hiring, so they're having a harder time finding in that field. So Dylan's smart, probably gets it from me. That smart, I guess, not the technical stuff, but like diversifying. He went into this year, project management. So he's certification, kind of like a minor degree, I guess, project management. Plus he's a tutor in math, highest math. And he sometimes get 3 to 6 kids, not kids, young adults, teaching them math and stuff. So he's more of a team player instead of just kind of geeking out, sitting on a computer screen. You got to be able to get out and some of these companies, you need to be able to work with a team, different engineers. This company handles. They're in Singapore. They just opened an office in Chicago. They're based in North Carolina. They have one up here where he's going to be in Aurora, and then one in Cincinnati. Pretty big, growing company, and they're not public traded. They're not. One engineer told him, one of the interviewers, he had 4 different interviews. Video games should be banned? Nah, wait a minute. I'm not getting on that bandwagon. They try to use those video games. Yes and no. That's a gray area. I told Austin, my own son, and I did it with Dylan. I was letting him play. I was definitely into Call of Duty, shooting games. Halo was addicted to. limited. It depends. It has to do with the parents. This is how I went from fish business to all kinds of shit here. I have a YouTube channel, Dave's Rants and More. I've never done anything with yet. So there's other stuff that I want to do that I could probably make a living easier. I brought out a round, like a 5.56 223. If anybody knows, it's the common AR cartridge used round. And I did it with both of them. We were playing games when they're young, 10, maybe 12. And I said, "Here, this is real." I said, "This is the real thing. This hurts, pain, and death, and feel that point. So that's hard, and that's going at a velocity. It's punching a hole through somebody, and that's the real thing. That TV, that game, that's not real. So this is real." And then I use an example, like I remember Dylan, and I told him, I said, "You remember when you fell at daycare and you cracked your head open on the playground, hit the bar or something coming out of the playground, something, fell and cracked his head open?" And I was like, we had to take him to the emergency room. They called me, whatever. Officer, Dylan had an accident, blah, blah, blah. And I had to rush the ER, get stitches in his head, whatever. Oh, man, he's crying. Of course he's crying. Pain. And he's only like probably 4 years old. And I'm like, "You remember how painful and all the blood and all that stuff?" Yeah. So that's what these do. Same thing. So you explain that some things are dangerous. Some are fake. Some are real. Don't let those two intertwine. Don't. That's my take. That's how common sense and respect. Sutures, not stitches. Whatever. Staples. I don't know. Duct tape. Super glue. Whatever. All the same to me. I got all kinds of shit to fix myself up. I don't need a nurse. Actually, the stupid little, I got a scrape or something. When you get older, your skin is definitely getting thinner and you bleed more, bruise more. I don't know what I did. I don't know how it happened. But I come upstairs. Over there, I'm doing stuff. And I was doing something. I was going to eat, like, I don't know what I was doing. I have no idea. But all of a sudden there's blood all over the place. I'm like, then my whole finger's all bloody. And I'm like, yep, super glue works. That's why it's all in my bug out bags. And it's pretty cheap. And I'm like, what the frick? I'm like, I couldn't tell if it was a split. I don't know what I did. I'm like, and it's all over the place. Clean it up, hydrogen peroxide. And that little shit, it's like a scrape, just peeled like the nerve of the skin. I have no idea how I did it, when I did it, but that little shit hurt. I taped it off this morning because I kept hitting it. So, anyway, holy crap. Hour and 16 minutes, what the frick? I'm gonna fire myself. Anyway, I gotta go. Sorry, got sidetracked. Had quite a few people on today, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully all works out. You are a talk show now? I don't know, some people think. I'm like, I don't know. I feel for the longest time I felt so weird. I feel more comfortable talking now, but I remember I had some YouTubers coming in. I had one guy who used to do this Blue Zoo thing. I was like nervous, and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. I feel like Jim Carrey. I just went, and I'm like, I'm not for this. And over time, you keep doing it. It's like, whatever. So I just don't technically be fancy. I don't know like fancy graphics or music.
I always think about. I have like a million ideas. I swear. I'm always thinking. I probably could have been kind of like an engineer. The more I think about it, even Austin like asked me stuff. Basically my stepson. He's trying to fix something, a toilet, and then something else. But I'm always like thinking. I'm like, well, that's stupid. Why didn't they do it this way? I would have done it this way. I'm always trying to like. And they want to be book smart. I'm like, that's dumb. Why? Just stupid shit. And I've invented like, and some people's taken off with my ideas. I need to like have contracts signed, get royalties or something. Too nice sometimes. Yeah, I'm always like thinking. It's like, oh crap, Tom Cruise. What was that? He's talking about the toothpick with the umbrella, cocktails or whatever. Like someone making $1 million off that. Like no kidding. I used to always watch Shark Tank. I love that was a favorite show for a long time. A lot of people said I should be on there. I have like bunch of. I want an idea. I've had clients like that's $1 million idea. And it's just like I'm only one person. I'm not rich, and there's not enough time in the day. I have like other websites that I own that I just pay for. I never used. Yeah, I'm always like I got ideas for this business, TPS, Technical Profits 5. I have some stuff coming in. I'm doing some things that I haven't, like, you learn, just like this business, a hobby, you learn over time. You become a journeyman, like I don't know, electrician or you just know how things are and work and how to do it. And you've made the mistakes. You've been through the ringer. And as like, might sometime. So I have some things. I'm like, why didn't they do this? Why this? So I got some ideas that I'm going to be doing that I don't see anybody else doing. I Google it, I Amazon it, whatever. I'm like, nobody's got that idea. Mine now. Hands-on training. Yep. School of Hard Knocks. Whatever. So I got some cool stuff I'm working on. So yeah, I don't trademarking. I looked into that once when I wanted to have my own filter made, designed, and oh man, that's a lot of risk, a lot of money. To get a mold made in Taiwan was $35,000 to like $50,000. The attorney thing and everything to try to get trademarked was another like $5,000. I'm not. No. I'm not moving anytime soon. Mylene would not be flying with that. She's still working. She's got a good job at the library. That's our hospitalization benefits. I couldn't afford it on my own anyway. So yeah, it's escape, getting away from something to go to, hang out, get away, fresh air, wildlife. Down the road, maybe. I like to build a cabin. I follow all this stuff. And it's like, man, I see some awesome outfits. And like solar, kind of off the grid type things, whatever. But if I did live down there and had some land, I love those Highland miniature cows. I've never seen one like in person. I don't think yet, no. Green Acres is a good place to be. Those Highland cows, if you don't know what they are, look them up, Google. They're so damn cute. They got big long hair, and they can handle it. They do good in our weather here. It's 5-10 degrees warmer in southern Ohio compared here. Yeah, they are so awesome. They're like big hairy things, and they're great in the winters here. And I guess the meat's supposed to be really, really good. There's not a lot to them because they're not that big. But they're so damn cute. And I always thought like having some miniature goats. I thought there was like a mini goat that stayed like mini, like size of a pug or something. I guess they all get they're mini, but they're not like pot-bellied pigs, or not miniature pot-bellied pigs. There's no really such thing. They get to be a big fat pig. The Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs, that was a hit for a while. But, some goats to eat the weeds, less yard work, do the work. But, like one of my clients says, well, you're going to have to be down there full time. You're going to hire somebody to live there or something. I don't know. I'm thinking about other ways to make money once I'm like retired totally from this business. I'm going to go over and look at the fish rooms, and I really sometimes don't want to clean any fish tanks. I'm like, shit. More water changes. I like to do a aquaponics setup. If I get something, solar driven greenhouse aquaponics. Mylin might be on board. She's Chinese, so she likes fresh food, natural, likes spices and fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, kind of health conscious. Open another freaking fish store? Are you out of your freaking mind? No. If I did the aquaponics, it'd be like to raise maybe some tropical fish for fun, and then raise other fish for food, also pooping to raise our other food that grows out of the water. And synergy, isn't that? So, a cycle. The fish poop is organic fertilizer. So, raises your lettuce, peppers, tomatoes, whatever. There's all the stuff I like to do, I wanted to do. And I just look at, I have about 20 years left of me. I and a friend have been looking to move. There's so many things you are saying, what you're looking for, looking into. There's a lot more people like this. Holy Oscars. I'm on a Facebook page. God, what is it called? Off the Grid something. He has over 1.5 million subscribers. 250 million views in one day, 1 week. Holy crap. The guy's an author, homesteader, whatever. His name's Eric, I think. That runs it. He's gone off on people. He bans. If you do anything, bash anybody, he don't tolerate stuff, but a lot of same questions. Every freaking hour, someone's asking how you set up. There's so many, like, you can't tell people are stupid on the thing because he won't tolerate it. But there are some stupid people. Less common sense. But a lot of the same questions. Oh, I'm sorry. See you on the Oscars. Take care. Have a good week. Stay safe. A lot of people talk about solar, water, purification, septic systems, trying to be off grid. A lot of people, young people, a lot of single. I actually asked once, but I don't know if they deleted the question. I asked what the ratio of women on this page was, because there's a lot of women wanting to get off grid or off grid with kids, or older people, 50s, 60s, 70s. And I'm like, wow. I've been binge watching Highland Cows and just did a nice sketch of one. Oh, sweet. Yeah, they're so cute. And you don't need a ton of land for them, I figure like a trio. Someone said get I said a pair, get 2 males and a bull, whatever. Raise them up and breed them, and just some kind of money, whatever, for fun. I don't want to have to rely on stuff. I'm trying to get all my debts, any debts paid. Getting this sold will help me go into other things or buying property. That's part of the thing. So yeah, whatever. It's me. Yeah, I should be back Saturday morning. Sorry I missed this last Saturday. I gotta go pick up Dylan Friday. His last test will be done about 12:10, he said. pack up his stuff. They can come home for a month, 4 weeks. So, all right, I gotta get going. Holy moly, jeez, oh gosh, I've been down here forever, hour and a half, way behind. So, y'all, thanks for hanging out. A few of you hear me rant, off topic. Talk about a lot of things. You too. Thank you, Panther. But everybody take care. Have a good week. Come and check us out. Buy something. We got a lot of cool new stuff. Fish. Restock. Lots of food. Supplies. There's some specials going on. Some fish I'm trying to clear out. We got another shipment coming next Monday. Indonesia. Oh gosh, I can't remember. I have to look up what the order was. Restocking, then some different stuff. So, always stocking and rocking. It's something fishy. But, alright. Thanks. Share, like, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up, blah, blah, blah. All YouTubers say the same thing. It's like a broken record. Alright. I'm out. Bye.